Welcome to the official SmackDown Live review and results video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. "27 years of age. My God. Man, do I feel old. You know when you come to that age where your back starts hurting you and stuff like that, and your feet start bugging for no reason? That's me right now, folks. Back is killing me. Feet are killing me from work today. I'm fucking exhausted. Imagine having to work on your 27th birthday yesterday. I know this is a Tuesday episode of SmackDown Live, but you guys are probably getting this in the wee hours of the morning on Wednesday morning. So I apologize if I got this uploaded late. I apologize because as soon as I got home from work, I decided to take off my uniform, lay down, and just relax for a good hour and a half because I needed the relaxation. I needed it. But SmackDown Live tonight, people were telling me that SmackDown Live tonight was a really good show. People were telling me that Roman versus Buddy Murphy was a really great match. Buddy Murphy finally made his debut tonight on SmackDown Live. Finally! Thank God. Finally. There is a reason why they call him the best kept secret. A secret is more effective when it is secretly. Buddy Murphy made his SmackDown Live debut tonight. We'll talk about that here on the review. Also, people were telling me that SmackDown Live was a better show than Monday Night Raw. I got people like TM telling me this, Storm's telling me, Arnold telling me, Christina telling me, Jesse telling me. People like that telling me on Twitter that, oh, SmackDown Live was good tonight. Was it better than Raw? Yes, it was. Okay. I believe it. I have my notes here. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to give you guys my reaction on what the note says. Does that sound good to you guys? Good. You can call this a review reaction video. I would like to call it a review video, but I'm still reviewing the show. But I'm going to read my notes here, give you guys my reaction to it, and see if it's good or not. Good? Pretty good there. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Tuesday. I know it's Wednesday, clowns, but yesterday was Tuesday. August 13th, 2019. My 27th birthday was on August 13th. So I want to thank every single one of you guys for giving me a birthday shout-out message on Twitter or text messages and stuff like that. If you guys are part of my family that watches this, co-workers, friends on Twitter, personal friends that I know, co-workers, stuff like that, I want to thank every single one of you guys for giving me a birthday shout-out. I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys enjoy SmackDown tonight, leave this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown tonight. And what are your predictions for the King of the Ring tournament? I'm hearing that the finals of the King of the Ring tournament will take place at Clash of Champions. Now, we got over a month of build left for this pay-per-view. So let's see how Vince does when it comes to Clash of Champions build towards September 15th at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's see how that goes from there. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. Episode 47 of the Reality Podcast, live on the channel right now as we speak. Episode 48 as well, live on the channel right now, as well as NXT TakeOver Toronto review, SummerSlam review, and Monday Night Raw review as well from this past Monday. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connected with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, Snapchat, Chris Most Hating. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by smashing that subscribe button down below, hitting that subscribe button down below, and turn on those bells for all notifications. Monday, we do Raw review. Tuesday, we do SmackDown review, which you guys are getting right now. Wednesday, NXT review. Thursday, episodes of Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fuel to Glory. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you guys get episodes of the Reality Podcast right here on the channel. Let's begin with SmackDown review from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now, before I begin the SmackDown review, I want to give a special shout out to Cyrex. You guys see this beast thumbnail? Well, not the beast thumbnail. I mean, you guys see the thumbnail also. The thumbnail looks beast. Thumbnail looks beast. The layout for SmackDown Live looks beast. He also gave me a Raw review layout, SmackDown review layout, NXT layout, episodes of the Reality Podcast layout. You guys see my Monday Night Raw review thumbnail from yesterday. This is all Cyrex. This is from Cyrex. This is from Cyrex. You guys see the reality podcast layout as I got for episode 48, and this new layout. I want to give a special shout out to Cyrex. Now, if you guys need help on your channel when it comes to thumbnails, banners, logos, layouts, thumbnails, whatever you call it, you name it. You know, fucking album covers, stuff like that. Hit up my boy Cyrex. His Twitter will be down below in the description. He's helping people like JD from NY206, Jason Salamaster, and also House of Glory. Which, by the way, I have to go to a House of Glory show. I want to meet JD that bad. You know, JD, you know, he's a really good influencer when it comes to YouTube and stuff and doing the podcast. JD is obviously the reason why I have a channel. Like, you know, people like JD, I respect his opinion, you know, when it comes to wrestling. You know, sometimes he can be a little bit overboard, but, you know, that's just for entertainment purposes. So, Cyrex, if you're watching, shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for the layouts and the thumbnails and stuff like that. I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the help that you cause here on the channel. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Opening segment, SmackDown Live tonight kicked off with Kevin Owens. Came out first, and he got a great reception from the Toronto crowd with a loud chant. He said that yesterday marked the 5-year anniversary since signing his WWE contract. Owens' family was there, and SummerSlam as well, which made it so much better. He will remember that moment for the rest of his life, and the Toronto crowd loved KO for it. Then Owens turned his attention to the King of the Ring tournament. He's thrilled to be in the King of the Ring tournament this year, and then he said winning the tournament would mean as much to him as winning any of the titles he's won already. Good job, Mr. Owens. Good job. Then McMahon came out, and everyone let out a collective groan. Owens sat in the ring and asked, why? He is so tired of Shane, as was the Toronto crowd, who drowned him with an asshole chant. Asshole. Asshole. I've never heard that chant in a long time. Toronto, I love you for that. Toronto, you got my respect for that tonight. You got my respect tonight here. Shane showed an image of KO kicking him in the nuts at SummerSlam, and he got a big "You deserve it" chant. You deserve it. I love that chant also. Shane called Owens a cheater, and then he played footage of Owens beating down Elias with a chair during SummerSlam. Of course he would do that. Since Elias was an enforcer at SummerSlam and wearing a referee shirt that made him an official referee, so Shane fined Kevin Owens $100,000. Are you fucking serious? So, let me get this straight. So, KO attacked Elias at SummerSlam back on Sunday. And Shane is going to fine KO $100,000? $100,000. That's a little expensive, don't you think? For hitting Elias. Mind you, Elias is a fucking superstar. Elias wasn't needed in that spot, in that match on Sunday. He wasn't even needed. So I find this bullshit. Owens was pissed, and he said if he's the man he says he'll consider this because he knows it's crap. Then Shane said he wasn't doing that, so he dropped his mic and left. $100,000 is very steep. It's not like Kevin Owens said a bunch of racist crap on a bodybuilding message board a decade ago. Meaning this was talking about Lars Sullivan. Didn't Lars Sullivan was fined like $50,000? I think like $50,000, I believe, like a couple months ago. Think so, something like that. I have no idea, but this is bullshit, anyways. Kevin went backstage to Shane's office to speak to him, but he wasn't able to talk McMahon out of it. Then he said, "You know what? Let's make it 105," before smashing Shane's television with a stool. So you have Lars Sullivan fined $50,000 for what he said on social media a long time ago. Yeah, you want to fine KO $100,000 for attacking Elias at SummerSlam with a steel folding chair. I ask, does that make any sense? Huh? I would just love to know. Does that make any type of sense at all to you folks? No? Moving on. Moving on here. Moving on. Makes no sense at all, but hey, Shane's back on TV. It gets worse, folks. It gets worse. Then we get Charlotte Flair versus Ember Moon. I heard this match was pretty good. I actually heard that this match was pretty good. Now, obviously, of course, when you see Charlotte Flair and Ember Moon, who you think is going to win this match? I heard Ember had a good performance against Charlotte Flair. I heard people told me that this was Ember Moon's best match in her main roster career. No cap. And according to my notes here, it looked like it was a pretty good match. Flair moved things back to the ring where she continued to work on Moon's legs. She was working on Moon's legs the entire matchup. And then she slapped on a Boston Crab. Ember got out and ended up kicking Flair in the face, but it didn't stop her for long. Then Ember came back with a drop kick and avoided a big boot before hitting a discus clothesline right hand and a pump kick for a 2 count. Moon hit a code breaker. Really, a code breaker. And they called it double knees to the chin. Also, they don't call it the code breaker anymore. And then Corey Graves said code breaker, which was something we thought they weren't allowed to say. I really thought that they weren't even allowed to say that at all. I really thought they wasn't even allowed to say the word code breaker anymore. Flair stopped Ember from hitting an eclipse, but then Moon came back and got 2 near falls. Then Flair got the figure 8 and the submission victory over Ember Moon. People telling me this match was good. Now, obviously, Charlotte won last night. Ember Moon didn't. So, obviously, Charlotte beat a Hall of Famer while Ember lost to Bayley at SummerSlam on Sunday. It is only a matter of time, folks, before we get an announcement of Charlotte versus Bayley at Clash of Champions on September 15th for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You heard it firsthand here, folks. Expect Charlotte to become a 9-time Women's Champion going into Fox in October on SmackDown Live in the Staples Center in Los Angeles on their first show on Fox. Don't know what to tell you. Charlotte wins in a really good match from what people told me, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it to see if it was good, but I'm going to believe the people that told me that, hey, it was good. So there you go. Daniel Bryan clears the air. Bryan and Rowan come out next and stood at the entrance ramp. Daniel said there's no question that someone is out to get Roman Reigns, but they had nothing to do with the car accident or the forklift accident. Then Bryan said Buddy Murphy is a liar, but he doesn't blame Murphy because anyone would lie in the same situation because Roman Reigns had his face pressed against the wall. He gave a name, but Murphy gave the wrong name. It was you, chants started. And then Bryan asked the fans if they thought he and Rowan did it, and they chanted yes. I mean, mind you, Daniel Bryan, from what I've been told, Daniel Bryan drives nothing but hybrid cars. The car that almost ran over Roman on Raw, I believe 2 weeks ago, was a hybrid car. You want to know how I know? Because I know. Trust me, I know. I know somebody who owns a hybrid car. Trust me, I know what a hybrid car looks like. I know. Believe me. Bryan said that's wrong with society because if someone tells a lie and it gets spread on social media and all of a sudden it becomes the truth. Daniel Bryan stuck to the story that they had nothing to do with the incidents, and tonight they are going to prove it. Mic drop, walk away. Daniel Bryan did his job. It's just that now we have to find out who really did it. Now, I'm going to sit here and think that is Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan has a hybrid car every time he goes on the road. Trust me, I know. People will tell me, oh, Daniel Bryan drives a fucking hybrid car. He doesn't drive all these, fancy sport Hondas and shit and all these Fords and fucking Mitsubishi, shit like that. I don't know. Until we get some sort of proof, I'm going to sit here and say it's Daniel Bryan. I'm going to say it's Daniel Bryan. Because going into Fox in October, you need Roman Reigns to be in a big feud. I wouldn't mind a Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns match on the first SmackDown show on Fox. I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be a good matchup. In my honest opinion. Backstage, McMahon was looking at his busted television, and Sarah Schreiber asked him who Owens' opponent is going to be. Then Samoa Joe walked up because he just so happened to be there. So it'll be Joe versus KO tonight. So you're having Samoa Joe as I guess it's a babyface versus Kevin Owens, a clear-cut babyface, going at it one-on-one. I don't know. We get Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy. I thought this match should have been the main event, low-key. I mean, I'm reading on my notes now. Why is this even too early on the show? If you're booking Roman Reigns against Buddy Murphy, and Roman Reigns is the top guy on SmackDown Live, I'm not counting Kofi Kingston. I'm not counting Kofi as your top guy on SmackDown Live. I'm not. Yeah, although he's the champion, but still. I don't count Kofi as a top guy. When you're fucking flipping pancakes and gyrating your ass off, I don't call you a top guy. I don't. Roman versus Buddy Murphy. People told me this was a great match. People told me Buddy Murphy's star was shine tonight against Roman Reigns. People told me that Buddy Murphy looked really good against Roman Reigns. Buddy Murphy's good in the ring. He's fantastic in the ring. Of course, Buddy Murphy is going to lead Roman to a great match. Roman can't lead, so obviously you're going to have somebody like Buddy Murphy lead a match against Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns, yeah, sure, he's SmackDown's big dog. I bet you money, guys, tonight you guys were happy about the fact that Michael Cole was not saying, here comes the big dog. I've heard people were telling me it was cringe when Michael Cole said, it's boss time, when Sasha Banks came back last night on Monday Night Raw. Go figure, folks, go figure. Roman Reigns goes one-on-one with Buddy Murphy. People told me this match was great. Murphy hit a double knee drop off the top rope for another 2 count. Roman popped up, and it continued for a bit before he landed a Superman punch for a 2 count as well. Roman hyped himself up for a spear, but Buddy hit 3 knees to the face before hitting a brain buster for a 2 count. This match was making Murphy look amazing. Obviously in front of a Toronto crowd, obviously you're going to make him look good. They moved outside with Reigns hit a Superman punch off the stairs, then they went back inside where he hit a massive spear and got the pinfall. Good match. People were telling me this is a fantastic match. I have to go watch it. I'll go watch SmackDown tomorrow. I have it on my DVR. I'll watch it tomorrow when I come back home from work tomorrow because I got to upload this video, and then from there, I need to knock the fuck out because I have work in the morning. You guys, I'm recording this late. I'm recording this on, right now, it is 1 a.m. in the morning right now, on the East Coast right now. It is August 14th, 2018, and I'm recording this for you guys at 1 a.m. You guys are probably going to get this by maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, I have to go to sleep because I have to be at work in the morning. So there you go. Roman Reigns gets a victory over Buddy Murphy. Good job. The Revival were there, and when they cut an interview about what they were doing there to face the New Day, looks like Brad Shepard called that one. The New Day cut a promo about some things they have ruined, but they have never ruined the tag team division. They have Christmas, the dinner, and adult circumcision, I guess. Then Kofi Kingston answered why he did what he did at SummerSlam because RKO insulted his family, so that's not done yet. I'm telling you, we're getting another Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton match at Clash of Champions. And I'm going to predict this right now. Kofi and Orton will fight again at Clash of Champions, or Orton will become the next WWE champion. If it didn't happen at SummerSlam, it's definitely going to happen on the next pay-per-view. And I said this back on my SummerSlam review. The match was alright for what it was between Kofi and Orton. The match was alright. Just that Orton hit the RKO. Normally, he'd go for the pinfall, but he didn't. What Orton did, he was laughing his ass off after he hit the RKO. Because A, the RKO literally came out of nowhere. And B, why didn't Orton go for the cover? Right now, on this very second, Orton would have been, right now, a 14-time world champion. But I guess we're getting this match at Clash of Champions. Even though they haven't confirmed it yet, they still got a whole other month and a half to build Clash of Champions. We get a match between Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. People told me this match was alright for what it was. People told me this match was good. Kevin Owens fired back with a drop kick from the top rope on Joe before hitting a senton, and he got a 2 count. Then Joe regained control of the match, and it went to the top rope, where Joe tried to superplex Owens, but KO fought back, and he hit a senton off the top rope instead. Joe avoided a stunner, and then KO hit a pop-up powerbomb. We haven't seen KO do the pop-up powerbomb in God knows how long. I missed that move anyways. I love the pop-up powerbomb. Elias pulled the real referee out of the ring, and then he got into the ring as Joe rolled KO up, and Elias counted an incredible fast 3 count for the win. So you want to find KO for $100K for his actions against Elias on SummerSlam, yet what Elias did against KO means absolutely nothing. Yet people love Shane McMahon. People love Shane McMahon. If you love Shane McMahon, you're a fucking degenerate. If you think Shane McMahon is legitimately the best in the world, you are a fucking idiot. If you people think that Shane McMahon does not get go away heat, you are a fucking imbecile. Your opinions don't fucking matter. And you shouldn't be watching wrestling, period. Shane is nothing but a fucking TV guy that cannot get over with the fucking fans. And guess what? Shane will never get over. Shane can go on top of the fucking Hell in a Cell again and dive his ass down. It still wouldn't get him over. It wouldn't. Shane is just a complete waste of everybody's time. Yet people on social media defend Shane McMahon. People are saying, oh, Shane's the best in the world. Oh, people say, oh, Shane gets heel heat. It's not heel heat that Shane gets every single week when he shows up. It's not heel heat. It's go away heat. People legitimately don't want to see Shane McMahon. And you know what the crazy part about this is? When he came back on that Raw of 2016, everybody loved Shane. Shane, we all thought that Shane was gonna be the change when he said that he was gonna be Taker at WrestleMania inside Hell in a Cell. People wanted change back in 2016. Shane was gonna be that change. Look at him now 3 years later. Nobody gives a fuck about Shane. Nobody cares about Shane. You compare Shane of 2016 to Shane right now in 2019, there's a big difference. There's an absolute big difference. And people don't see that. Shane has nothing but go away heat. It's not heel heat. It's not heel heat. What Baron Corbin had was heel heat. Tommaso Ciampa, heel heat. Heel heat. Shane McMahon, go away heat. Roman Reigns, go away heat. When Roman Reigns was shoved down our throats, go away heat. I don't know how could you be I don't know how you could be behind Shane. I don't know how. I don't really know how. But God bless you at this point. God bless you. Daniel Bryan and Rowan walked into a dressing room and told everyone to get out except for Buddy Murphy. This is becoming a trend all of a sudden. They sat Murphy down and they told him that they know he lied. They understand why he lied. He just needs to admit how he lied. Daniel Bryan got right up in Buddy's face, screaming to tell everybody that he lied. Buddy cracked a smile, and Rowan beat the living crap out of him. A table was taken out of the process. Then Rowan held Murphy against the wall while Bryan screamed at him, telling him to admit that he lied. I lied. Murphy screamed, and then Rowan let him go. Then Rowan roughed him up again for good measure. After Bryan said, "Man, I really just hate liars. I really do. I hate liars too. I really do." So if it wasn't, well, Buddy Murphy could be lying his ass off. He could be lying his ass off. But then again, he could be telling the truth. It could be Rowan. It could be. We don't know. But let's say, for example, if it wasn't Rowan and Daniel Bryan, then who did it? Then who did it? New Day versus The Revival. This is a tag team match, 2-on-2 tag team match. Randy Orton came out and he cut a promo on Kofi Kingston about how Kofi can't beat him. He said Kofi wasn't ready then and he's not ready now. He ran away from a fight at SummerSlam in front of his own family. Then he said one day his kids will ask him why he ran away from that big, bad, scary man. And he will look them in the eyes and say, I can't beat Randy Orton. Then Orton suggested he and Kofi join in. Okay, that sounded good. I'm telling you. When it comes to Orton cutting a fucking promo, you sit the fuck down, you shut the fuck up, you stop what the fuck you're doing, and you listen to the man speak. This promo that Orton cut on Kofi has already caught my attention going into Classic Champions. I think it's going to be personal to a point where, now they can book it either way between Kofi and Orton at Classic Champions. They can book it when it comes to a stipulation. If Kofi gets himself disqualified or counted out, he loses the title. So no champion's advantage. I think that's what they'll go. Orton and Kofi, one-on-one. If Kofi gets himself disqualified or counted out, he loses the title. He loses the title. So no champion's advantage if you're Kofi Kingston. There's no champion's advantage when it comes to that stipulation. There's no champion's advantage. None. So now all of a sudden we got New Day, all three members, Kofi, Xavier, and Big E, against The Revival and Randy Orton. I heard this match was okay for what it was. Orton finally took a tag and he bounced Woods off the announce table on the outside. Dawson tagged back in, but Woods kept taking abuse. Big E finally got the tag and he came in all fired up. E took out everyone in his path until he tagged in Kofi. The Revival took out Big E with a DDT, and then Kofi hit a boom drop on Wilder. Kingston turned his attention to Orton on the outside and hit a dive on him. Woods took a tag and fought one-armed against Wilder. Dawson took a tag and they hit the Shatter Machine and won the match. So you're a Raw tag team picking up a victory over the SmackDown tag team champions. Golf clap, folks. Golf clap. Yeah, yet the wild card rule is dead after SummerSlam. Yeah, the wild card rule is dead after SummerSlam. Meanwhile, you got the Revival as a Raw tag team on SmackDown pinning your fucking SmackDown tag team champions. How much sense does that make? Hello? Anybody home? How much sense does that make? I would love to know. I would just love to know. How much sense does that make? Oh, you have a Raw tag team pinning a SmackDown tag team while that SmackDown tag team is SmackDown tag team champions. I would love to know. How the fuck does that make sense? I don't know. You tell me, folks. You tell me. The Revival and Randy Orton went after the match was over. The Revival stuck around and tried to destroy Big E's knee, but Kofi came in with Trouble in Paradise and Orton hit an RKO out of nowhere. Then Orton eyed Woods and picked him up to hit an RKO on Xavier before the Revival picked up Big E up to hit him with an RKO too. Then Orton picked up Kofi to hit another RKO for him and for good measure. They played Randy Orton's theme song, and the first SmackDown after SummerSlam ended with the New Day laid out on the mat. Backstage, Daniel Bryan and Roman were backstage. Then Roman Reigns walked in. Daniel Bryan told him to apologize because Roman apologized to Samoa Joe. However, Roman Reigns didn't say anything. Then Daniel Bryan said that they've been conducting their own investigation and they know who did it. Next week, they'll bring him the corporate. So Daniel Bryan and Roman has cut their own investigation. And next week, apparently next week, we're going to find out the corporate of who was behind these attacks on Roman Reigns. If it wasn't Buddy Murphy, and if it wasn't Rowan, who did it? Who did it? The only reason why Roman and Buddy Murphy was in a match tonight because I think Murphy challenged Roman to a match. And Roman accepted. On social media, of course. Social media. Now, from what I've read here on SmackDown Live tonight, I think we got a pretty good episode of SmackDown Live tonight. I think we got a good episode of SmackDown Live. Was this better than Monday Night Raw? You damn right it was. You damn right. You see, this is what I want to see on SmackDown Live. More competitive action, less backstage drama. Now, I'm okay with this Roman Reigns situation backstage. That I'm okay with because we're obviously intrigued on their storylines. Some of you guys are, some of you guys aren't. I want to find out next week, and it's fucking humid in here. I want to find out next week who was the guy that attacked Roman. Because Daniel Bryan says it wasn't Rowan. Bryan's also saying that it wasn't him. Buddy Murphy had nothing to do with it. Who did it? I don't know. This is a whole investigation that we'll probably get ahead towards next week. Very good episode of SmackDown Live tonight. Was this better than Raw? Of course it was. I mean, come on. SmackDown, like I said, SmackDown sometimes has their hit and misses sometimes. Raw has their misses every single week. Even though Raw sometimes has a pretty good, sprinkled in a pretty good moment here and there because of Sasha Banks last night. And Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander. People told me that match was fantastic last night. I still have to go watch it. But people told me this episode of SmackDown Live was pretty good. And I'm going to have to agree with it. According to what I got here on my notes, from what I read, we barely got any 24/7 championship shenanigans. Nothing. You see what happens when you have the 24/7 championship out of a show? It makes it a whole lot better. It makes the show that much better. SmackDown can do it. How come Raw can't do it? SmackDown is starting to now, I'm not going to say a whole lot more serious. They're looking a little bit more serious as the weeks go on. And that's what I want to see when SmackDown goes to Fox. I want to see some seriousness coming into these shows. I really do. You think I want to sit here every single day, every single Monday and Tuesday, just talking shit about the shows? No, I don't. Like I said, I want to see this company succeed. I want to see AEW succeed as well. I do. I've been a wrestling fan for over 20 years. Trust me when I say this. I want to see this company succeed. SmackDown Live, slower and slowly, they're getting back on my good graces because of shows like this. We got good matches. We got a investigation going on about Roman Reigns. This is starting to be good shit. Folks. Monday Night Raw, I cannot say the same thing about Monday Night Raw. I just can't. Yeah, even though Sasha Banks came back, and then we got a great match between Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander last night, it doesn't make that a good show. It doesn't make it a good show. It really doesn't. So, from what I got, SmackDown Live was good tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed SmackDown Live review. And that, folks, is the reality of things. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed SmackDown review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. And also, what are your predictions for the King of the Ring tournament? Who are you predicting to win the King of the Ring tournament? And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn those bells for all notifications. Episode 47 of the podcast, live on the channel right now. Episode 48, live on the channel right now, as well as NXT TakeOver Total Review, SummerSlam Review, and Monday Night Raw Review as well. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connected with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Rolling, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT review right here on the channel. We are getting the finals of the NXT Breakout Tournament, and also we are getting Breezango versus the Forgotten Sons on NXT TV tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys tomorrow for NXT review. Until then, I am Chris. Talk to you guys later.